Hey, welcome to our 2024 retreat. I am so delighted to have all of you here today. And what I want to do is I want to welcome each and every one of you. I'm so happy to see you guys and take this step of self-care on a Saturday. So thank you so much for doing that. I promise you, you're going to have an amazing time. Make sure that you can hear me and see me well. And if you can have your own videos on, it just makes the experience a lot better, a lot more intimate, and a lot more powerful. Okay. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dipal Shah, and I'm an empath. I help empathic men and women find their strength and awaken their spiritual gifts so that they can learn to heal themselves and others if they wish. I am a medical intuitive and I've been featured on many telesummits. Maybe you found me there or on media, podcasts, and magazines. And I've had the honor of speaking on stage with many of our thought leaders and luminaries, such as Marcy Shimoff, Dr. Joe Vitale, Emmanuel Dagger, and many other thought leaders of our time. Some of you have been following me since I have started in 2017. And you've seen my growth. You've seen how I've started to align. And that is what today is all about, realigning your energies and transforming your health. So today, joining me are some of my most amazing healers who have just graduated with the quantum body awakening modality, and they are now official medical intuitives who are ready to help you today. And I'm going to go over each and every one of them. And if you guys want to just unmute and say hello to everyone, that would be great. So let's have Alice, so that you guys know who your healers are today.
Good morning. I am Alice Chan, a medical intuitive.
Thank you, Alice. Rachel?
Hey, I'm Rachel, and I'm delighted to be with everyone this morning. Looking forward to it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Rachel. Jennifer Ho?
Hello, everybody, and good morning. And I'm so delighted to be here today to help everyone if I'm able to. I am a student of Dipal Shah.
Thank you so much, my dear. And then we've got Sakiko.
Hello, everyone. I am Sakiko. I am very happy to be here today.
Thank you so much. So we have our healers from all around the world, guys. And that's the beauty of teaching a modality where everyone can learn and everyone can enjoy from all around the world and really just be in this space for you as we heal today, okay? Dana DeAngelis, you may know her. She's already one of our Ananda for Life healers, and she's going to be joining us a little later after lunch, okay? So if you've had the experience of working with her, great. If you haven't, you're going to get that experience today, okay? Let's see. All right. So they're going to be, all of these healers are going to be assisting me in today's healing. If you've never had a healing with me before in an online healing retreat, and I'm going to ask that everyone please keep yourselves on mute. It is really, really important to keep yourselves on mute. Otherwise, it's going to disrupt the flow of energy that's going on today because it's already started, okay? And so if you have never had a healing with me before in a retreat, it is completely different than going to a retreat or any other online retreat that you may have attended. With my retreats, what happens is that I will be the main healer, and then my students are also assisting in all the healings that we will be doing. We will be picking individuals according to the guides that guide us to the individuals that will be getting a one-on-one healing today. Even though we're just doing one-on-one healings and giving that opportunity to you, we will also be doing healings for everyone else, because when you're in this space, you may resonate with what someone else is speaking of. You may be dealing with the same problems. You may be feeling the same emotions and thoughts and feelings. and you may have the same beliefs and traumas. So I want you to participate, okay? So no matter what, you walk away with a healing, okay? So get ready to have an amazing time, be present, and I'm going to put you in that space. But a couple of things for today's retreat. I do prefer, again, your video on for a better experience. I want to help you set your intention so that you are present today. So we're going to do that in just a moment, okay? So make sure you have a pen and paper ready to set your intention or intentions and start thinking about those, all right? Try to stay on mute mode unless I ask you to unmute yourself. Really, really important. We don't want to disrupt the flow of energy. Keep these two numbers handy. If you are on the phone, you may have to use *9 to raise your hand and lower your hand, I believe, or *6 to mute and unmute yourself. So *9 and *6 if you're on the phone. But if you are in the Zoom room and you are on video, then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the bottom and there's a reactions button. Okay, so hopefully you all are on your iPad or computer, so it's just a bigger screen, because I know some of us are starting to not see properly, me including. And so the phones get really small and sometimes the buttons don't even show up. So what you want to do is go to the reactions button. And when you click on there, go ahead and click. And you'll see there should be a raise hand button. Does everybody see that? A raise hand button? Yes? Just nod your heads. Yeah, okay, awesome. So that's how you're going to raise your hand. And then when you click it again, it'll lower your hand. So once you've had the healing, okay? And I'm going to ask you guys to raise your hand if you would like a healing for today. So you could go ahead and press that button so I know who's ready for a healing, okay? Sometimes
I don't see the raised hands, actually.
Okay, so just go to the reactions button at the bottom, okay, of your screen. There's a whole reactions button. I can't do a screenshot or anything, but there is a reactions button and there is a raise hand in there. Okay, if you don't see it, see, everybody's got it up. So there is a raise hand button. Just go ahead and look at that, okay?
Sorry to interrupt. I also don't see it. It's been updated. I'm on iPad.
Okay, so it's always in the reactions. If you would like a healing and you're not able to do that, just raise your hand like this, okay? Okay, just put your hand up. Okay, awesome. All right, so
Maybe I'm out. But...
reactions.
All right, guys, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. So let me just make sure. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, let's see if this works when I do this. Okay, so this way we don't get distracted with everybody unmuting themselves. I just went ahead and clicked a button, okay? All right, so we will break for snack or lunch, and I want you to have a light lunch at about 1 o'clock, okay? So we'll take like a 15-minute. It'll give you a nice break. If you need to take a potty break, whatever you need to do, get up and leave. It's okay. All right. If you need to run to the restroom, whatever, but I'm not going to take breaks because I want to get to as many people as we can in the 4 hours that we have together. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. If you want to be interactive and make comments in the comment section in the chat, we love that. We want to know how you're doing. We want to know how you're feeling. We want to know what's coming up as we're doing healings on other people or you, okay? So when we choose you to do a healing for you, we want to know exactly what's going on, why you're here today, and how we can help you, okay? So keep that in mind when we unmute you. And then I think we're ready to go. Everybody ready to rock and roll? Let's feel the energies and go ahead and put in the chat that you are ready so that we could get the energies moving and shifting today. So I'm just going to look in the chat really quick. All right. Will chat be used today? Yes, my dear Lisa. We want to use the chat as much as we can because we want to get the energies flowing. And so, yes, Brittany, ready. All right. Awesome. 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 So let's get everybody else ready too. All right. And so All right, beautiful. Everybody's ready. I love it. I'm ready. Helen, thank you. Alicia, Sonia. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so what I want to do is we're going to go ahead and invoke a prayer at this time. Okay, we're going to invite all the guides here. So I want you all to, you can close your eyes or you can leave them open. Okay. A lot of times we like to close our eyes because it's easier to let go the distractions around us, right? So if you feel called to do that, that's fine. If you want to keep them open, that's perfectly fine too. I want to call on all the beautiful beings of light, my guide team, your guide team, all the ascended masters, all the angels, your guardian angels, all the gurus and teachers, Krishna, Shiva, Ganesh, Buddha, Christ, Saint Francis, the Lemurian energies, the Pleiadian energies, anyone whom you are connected to and you want them to be here for you. Asking all of them to join us right now in this space, asking them to guide us and heal all areas of our lives that we seek answers to, that we reach for enlightenment within ourselves. As you raise your hand up into the sky, into the heavens, we open our hearts. Lift your hearts, asking your higher self to connect as we open up the crown and connect you to that first chakra and the crown. And if you feel better standing up and doing this, that's great too, guys. Listen to your higher self as it connects with you, this beautiful bubble of light to keep you safe. We surround you with this energy of light and this bubble, allowing us to vibrate in your beautiful frequencies, divine light beings. We are all here today. Allow us to stay in this beautiful high vibration and frequency that you shed upon us. And so we ground your energies. Grounding and healers, please do help me ground each and every person that we have here today. Beautiful. Open your eyes when you're ready. And something I do love to start with, okay? I'm known for my thymus thump. Anybody know what that thymus thump is? Yeah. Anybody know? Okay. So the thymus thump is all about connecting to that higher heart on a deeper level. And what happens is when the thymus is blocked, okay, we have a hard time connecting to that. And in Egypt, if you've ever taken an Egyptian lifetime, and you all know what I'm talking about, if things did not go right, and if you were not initiated, because they had a whole initiation process of the pineal gland. They used to use, let me see if I find my sheet. It's not up here. But they used to use this tool to help initiate, and they would do it through the nose. And it would go up to the pineal, okay? And when it goes up to the pineal, it activates the pineal. But what has happened is that this has gotten blocked for so many because there has been something placed here to block you from connecting with that soul, with that higher self. And so if you know, like sometimes you might get sick more often, your immune system is always low. You know, we always talk about boosting the immune system, right? Like how important it is to have a healthy immune system. Like every single health guru out there talks about the immune system, the importance of that. And so the immune system, it resides right here at the thymus. So the thymus has two functions: to help our immune system and keep it regulated and to connect to our higher selves. Well, when this has gotten blocked, I've seen it during the Egyptian timelines when this has gotten blocked, or other timelines, but mostly the Egyptian. And I don't know why that is the case, but this has become very blocked through that time. Okay, the Egyptians have blocked this energy so that now when you're trying to awaken spiritually, when you're trying to initiate, when you're trying to move forward, you may feel stuck. But I have a way of helping you heal that, right? I have a way of moving that energy and allowing you to really become and come back into your power. And that's why people love the thymus thump. Okay, so we're going to do that for just a moment. Let's go ahead and tap on our thymus. Our thymus is this little bump right here. And we're going to connect with our higher selves. And we're going to go ahead and set our intention. So that's what I want you to do. So I like to keep the other hand out because it sends out energy. And I'm just letting it flow from my thymus into my hands. And whether or not you feel anything, it doesn't really matter. I don't want you to worry about that today, whether or not you feel things, because you're here because you know there's something happening. You know there's something releasing. So we're releasing all the stuff that's stuck in our thymus, that's been stuck for lifetimes and dimensions, especially that Egyptian timeline. Yeah, let's thump. And make sure you breathe, okay? And do it lightly. You don't want to do it too hard. We're not trying to pound through it, right? It's just a light action, okay? Beautiful. And just feel that connection to the higher heart. Feel it opening. Feel it starting to dissolve the layers, okay? Just sense into it because you have that power of sensing. You all do. Whether or not you believe it, that doesn't matter. And look at that. Sonya's got the pyramid right there. Look at that. How synchronistic is that? Yeah, girl. Let's go to Egypt. All right, now just sit there for a moment. And I want you to let your body move however it needs to right now, because it's going to have some movements through the spine, okay? Yeah. So don't worry, I'm watching each and every one of you, making sure that you're okay. And throughout the entire retreat, I will make sure that whatever is going on, I have my eyes on you. So you are safe, you are secure. You're going to be all okay. All right? And we're going to go through this beautiful healing space together. And you're going to be given exactly what you need today. And so set that intention out loud. Let's go ahead and set that intention out loud. I want you to say your intention out loud. And I'm going to take that and give it a vibration. Give it this beautiful frequency out into the universe. So go ahead and say your intentions out loud. It could be more than one thing. Beautiful. How does everyone feel? Make sure you do the comments and interact in the chat. It's always nice to see how you guys are doing, how you're integrating the energies, and what your intentions are. I want you to go ahead and write it in the comments, in the chat. Go ahead and go to the chat, and each and every one of you, I want to see how many of you are there here, and I better see every single comment. There's 33 of you. So even my healers, I want you to go ahead and write what your intention is today. Okay, whether it's for health, it's for finances, it's for your career, it's for your relationships, it doesn't matter, or it's a spiritual one. I want you to write down in the comments right now what your intention is. Okay. And the sooner you do that, the sooner we start one-on-one healings. So let me have it, guys. Let me have it. Thank you, Arnaldo. And while you all write it there, I'm getting my tools out that we may need, okay? I got my beautiful pendulum. I've got my selenium. I've got my rose quartz. Let's get this beautiful wand out. I love to use this as well. It's a quartz wand. All right. I think we're good. All right. Do I have 33 comments? 33 intentions? Because I'm going to put an energy into it. Yes. Let's go, Brittany. Let's go, Grace. Very good. Let's go, Kimberly. Awesome. Pat, Kathy, Helen, Eliza, Betty, Sonia, Cher, Howie, Lisa, Ellen, Catherine. All right. Awesome. 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 So everybody ready to start healing today? Yeah. All right. I see hands up. Thank you so much, guys. I love the intentions. And so we're going to start our healing. And let me just make sure that you can unmute yourself when we start the healing. So let me make sure that that you can unmute yourselves. Okay. Distance. Here we go. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and start out with Catherine. Catherine Hildbrand. Go ahead and unmute yourself, my dear. And I'm going to pin you, and that way we can all see you. Hello, my dear.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Been a rough week.
Aw, tell me what's going on.
Just took my last pill Friday for cystitis and cellulitis. And I've got some nerve pain. I don't know whether it's from a vitamin deficiency or whether it's diabetes starting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Blood sugar's been low in the morning, and not really high, but it's some kind of nerve pain too. along with it. Itching, lots of itching, and not just my legs.
Is the itching all over your
It's
body?
the hands. No, it's mostly been in the hands. Had a little bit in one arm this morning. And my legs. Of course, they're healing from the cellulitis. They're not red anymore, but
All right. So I'm gonna choose a few healers to help you. And so Alice, are you good? Awesome. All right, let's pin Alice. And then I'd like one more healer. Sakiko? Yes? Okay, perfect. All right. Now, if anyone else resonates with what Catherine is going through, if you have some of the same issues going on in your body, then you can stand up for the healing. And Catherine, we will ask you to stand if you can. Okay. If you can't, we completely understand. Catherine, do you happen to have SIBO, yeast overgrowth? Do you know?
not, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
think so, but I don't
I mean,
know.
I didn't know if you had a history of any yeast.
Oh, no. Mm-mm. Oh,
And how long has the cellulitis?
my kid, I went to the doctor about a week, to the ER about a week and a half ago.
Okay.
And they changed antibiotics in between, so I've got that too. You know, I was on 2 antibiotics.
Okay.
So
We're gonna move through the energy. You may feel the energy, you may not. You may feel different sensations, and everyone else, as we're working on Catherine, you may start feeling the sensations as well. Okay. And so let's go ahead and see what's coming up. All right, and Alice and Sakiko, you can unmute yourself, okay? And I'm gonna ask you guys as you tune in where you're gonna start with Catherine. Where do we want to start? I'm definitely called towards the pancreas. There's a lot of stuffed emotions there, Catherine. It's almost like you're playing this defense pattern of shielding yourself, like this tremendous fear of the outside world.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you get out much, or do you
Yes.
isolate yourself?
No, not at all. I don't
Yeah.
get out very much. My kids drive my car, so 2 days a week.
Yeah. All right. And vitamin D feels very low too.
The kidney doctor lowered my D and my magnesium.
Okay.
So, and my calcium. I don't take any calcium at all.
Perfect. You don't need to take calcium. Nobody does. Okay. All right. I'm going to start working on because I do see some pre-diabetes, like, you know, your like the energy there in the pancreas, it is showing some disruption. But it's showing a lot of heaviness, like a lot of pressure, a lot of tension. And it comes from 5, 6 years old as well. I don't know if you
Oh, yeah. Yes, definitely. I had a teacher who just terrified me. My mother had to get nerve medicine at 5 years old
yeah,
because this woman was very abusive.
yeah, that's young.
Yeah.
All right. So all the abuse energy that you're holding on to in your body all this time, all the times of not feeling loved, having the sweetness of life that you should have started out with, and just your body just being angry about that, because you're not the type of person that would speak up and like say something, right? Because you thought you had to take it. And even if you did spoke up, you were going to
Yeah.
get punished anyway. So what difference did it make? Right. So it's almost like as if your fourth chakra, it's like in pain. There's pain here that's residing in your heart. And remember, I talked about the thymus, that connection to the higher self. So it's almost it's covered up in this pain. Does that make sense from that life, from that age? Okay. So
my thymus was x-rayed when I was a baby also.
wow. Okay. So there is some radiation there as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to do the healing. Okay. All right. Alice, where are you?
Mhm.
I see I am guided to her spinal column and working on the spine and the nervous system. And I feel that there's a heart block from fear. I
Perfect.
sense the emotions of fear coming from her heart. So I'll work on the spinal column.
That's great.
Thank you.
Mr. Kiko?
I am on her second chakra area.
Perfect.
I would like to help her digestive system, strengthening them.
Perfect.
Second
And
to
Catherine, you had a lot of digestive issues, yes?
Yes, I did. Definitely. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I'm surprised they haven't tested you for SIBO, for yeast.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm just gonna clear a lot of that out. Okay, what I see that's energetic. So we are working with the energy of what I see, whether or not it is in the physical that you would have to get tested, of course, right?
Okay.
Okay, and the other healers, I just want you to relax and hold space at this time. I do not want you to heal at this time, okay? I just want you to hold space for Catherine. We got to save your energies for others. So we pick certain healers.
Mm.
Let us know what you're feeling, Catherine, okay?
I'm feeling the energy. I felt a little pain, like right back here just a minute ago.
Perfect. It's almost like your pancreas has inflated. Okay? Like energetically, it's out of your body. And
Oh,
I've
that kind of makes sense. I've felt like I floated out of my body sometimes.
yeah, so it's almost like your pancreas is outside of your body and just taking in all these energies. And so I'm just trying to shrink it and release all the energies that are hooked into it, okay?
Thank
All right, see how that feels. Do you feel a little more in your body?
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And I did have some degeneration of my spine.
Uh-huh.
So
all right.
I'm doing a little bit of shaking.
Perfectly fine. Let it all out. Let that energy out because it's all in the red blood cells.
Mm.
And I'm getting a really strong yeast. All right. So let this energy work for the remaining of our time together. Any suggestions,
Thank
Alex?
you.
Go. Or
I'm
anything that you worked
yes.
on? Anything?
For the heart, rose quartz. The guides are telling me to use rose quartz. Can you see the rose quartz for the healing for your heart?
I have a lot of that.
That's wonderful.
I have a lot
Place
of
it to your
rose.
place it to your heart
Okay.
and feel
Thank
the love
you.
and the energy and
Thank-
embrace all the love
Thank you.
into your heart.
Thank you.
Feel the love and the healing.
Thank you.
Sakiko, did you have any recommendations or anything you want to share what you worked on and what you found?
I have just cleaned her liver to so I suggest to drink a lot of water to clean her blood and circulation.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Catherine. It's so wonderful to see you,
Thank
honey.
you, Dipal.
You're welcome.
Girls, thank you.
You're welcome. Let us know how you're feeling midway or towards the end of this, okay? What I would recommend is you
Okay.
a gluten-free, dairy-free diet if you're not already. Add more nuts, legumes, and seeds. One of the other things that is really good to try over the next 2 to 3 weeks would be clove tea. Okay. And that'll help with the yeast. Okay. And anyone else that is dealing with yeast. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Go ahead and put yourself on here. I'll put you on mute. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, ladies. All right. I'm going to keep you pinned here so I could see you all. And let's see. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pin all of our healers so that way I can easily access you guys. All right, awesome. Okay, so we have Kimberly. Kimberly, unmute yourself, honey. Yeah, hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How can we help you?
This is my first time to one of these healings. It's really nice to experience, so feels great to be here.
Yeah.
There are many things happening in our lives right now, but the biggest is that my husband has recently had a recurrence of his brain cancer. And so he previously had small tumors on the left frontal lobe. And within a matter of 2 to 3 months, suddenly there was this crossing over midline to the right frontal lobe, and he now has a very large tumor on the right side. So this is looking like a more aggressive type of disease. So a very big leap after years of him being stable. And we don't feel there are a lot of great options for treatment, but we're doing our best with systemic treatments like chemo and radiation. But it's a frightening, fearful path just because this is such an abrupt change. And so I'm just looking for some healing for him, spontaneous healing that I know he is capable of, needs a little guidance. I really wanted to look for the root cause of this for him and really open him and myself up so that we can be available for healing ourselves, healing his disease, and also for our family. We have 2 young children, 2 young boys. They're 2 years old and 5 years old. So having him there as the dad and my partner in our family is very special and important. So we just really want to try to protect that space as much as possible.
Well, I know that I'm sure the doctors are doing everything, and your love is going to be really important. That is he into energy healing at all?
It's new to him. I would actually say that at his heart, he's probably more open to energy healing than medication, to be honest.
I love
You know,
that.
he doesn't really relate with illness or doctor's visits and medication. That's a hard identity for him. So in some ways, he's kind of more open to energy work.
Well, I just picked out a card because I do love doing card readings, and sometimes I'll keep my cards here if I need one. And I just felt guided to pick one out, and here's what I got. If you could see the
Yeah.
expect miracles. And it says expect a miracle. Archangel Raphael is here to intervene in the healing today. So I want all of our healers, let's have all of our healers participate in this one. Alice, there's a lot of noise coming from your end. So just mute yourself. But let's go ahead and have all the healers participate in this specific healing. I know cancer is something that I am hearing a lot of lately. It's, my grandmother had colon cancer. My nephew was just diagnosed with throat cancer. He's having surgery on the 26th. I've had many family members and young ones too that are having Hodgkin's lymphoma and all kinds of things. So what I want to do today with cancer, and each and every one of you who are here today, we want to support each other, right? That's what this community is all about. When we gather here in the retreat, we're not here to just get healings for ourselves. We're here to support each other. We're here to hold the space and the light for each other. So what I want to do is really for all of you who are there, just, you either having your hands out like that or like that, or having your, setting your intention to your heart and sharing your love out to what is your husband's name? I'm sorry, Kimberly, I didn't get his name.
His name is Alan. Alan.
Alan?
By Alan.
Okay, Alan. Okay, so we want to share our love with Alan. Okay, we bring him to our space here right now. And I'm going to ask all the healers, we're all going to work on his brain. And if you're guided to work anywhere else, please unmute yourself and let me know where you're guided to work on him, okay? Because this may be, she's looking for a root cause, right? What could be? And I know I never see just one root cause. There's multiple root causes why things happen in our lives, right? And I'm seeing some trauma, Kimberly, when he was young. Do you know anything about that? Almost like the age of 11, 12?
I can't really think of a
Like,
standout
has he
trauma.
mentioned anything?
What's a what?
Has he ever mentioned anything?
Not particularly. Like, there's no standout trauma from his childhood. There's this family karma, I think, that's sort of the dark cloud that his mother also died of a glioblastoma in the same region of the brain. And these are not cancers that are supposed to be hereditary. It's just a coincidence. But I think there's a lot of fear in our family around this moving down generations when it's not supposed to.
And that's why I mentioned children. You know what I mean? So we want to stop this from spreading at this time, right? So, okay, perfect. So that gives me a little more information, but I am seeing some trauma. Any of our healers want to let us know where you're working, if you're not working around the brain? If you're working somewhere else, just unmute yourself and let me know. Okay.
Hey, Dipal, I'm really drawn to the abdomen.
Okay, perfect.
Dipal?
This is where he's actually having the most active symptoms right now. With treatment, he's really bothered.
In the abdomen, right? Yeah, perfect. That's why I always ask my healers where are you at? Where are you guided to go? It's really important that all the healers will heal differently. They'll find different places that they need to go first. And, the body guides us all in a very different way. But I want to start out with most of us at the brain, and then wherever they are guided to go, they will go, okay? But thank you for letting us know that, because chemo can be rough.
Dipal,
Yes.
I keep on hearing a P-shaped part of the brain, and it's so insistent. It says, look at the P-shaped part of the brain, look at the P-shaped part of the brain, look at the P-shaped part of the brain.
Wait, who is this?
This is Lisa. Look at the P-shaped message. Look at a P-shaped part of the brain. Look at a P-shaped part of the brain. PEA. There's a P-shaped part of the brain that needs to be healed.
Yep.
Take note of that. Thank you.
Dipal,
Yes.
I am guided in the brain area. I am guided to go back
Okay.
15 lifetimes ago with a vector, a hex and a vector.
Perfect. Aki, shiki, riki, tiki, amini, amini, orokoto. Shh. And so I'm releasing the karma and the curse. And if anyone else has a disease or illness or cancer curse, we're removing that for you as well, okay?
Kimberly, would you describe Alain as empathic?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. Thank you.
Sandra, your nephew is also added. He also has brain cancer or had brain cancer surgery, and he's having chemo and radiation for a year. Yeah. If you have loved ones who are having cancer, we include all of them into our healing right now, right in this moment, in this space. As Archangel Raphael and Shiva came through very strong. And this beautiful mantra was embedded within the brain, within the cells.
And I'm clear that I'm supporting vitality and health throughout the body.
Okay. Jennifer, is there anything you want to share, honey?
For me, I suggest some supplement for the brain, like maybe lion mane, that type of supplement vitamin to help to clear the cancer.
Do you know if he can take anything right now?
Yep. We've looked at lion's mane. It's nice that that one came up because that's been something we're considering.
Good.
So it's a good
Oh,
reassurance. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. All right. Beautiful. Rachel, did you want to add anything else, honey?
Every time I think about words, my hands just pulse harder.
That's okay. Whatever you want to share with Kimberly.
So I think what I'm getting is the most important thing I have is coming through me and not through my words
Okay.
for this, but really focused on supporting the vitality that will allow the body to tolerate the medication and treatment and support the whole body and overall health, which leaves smaller and smaller and smaller spaces for any malignancy. And the words I just got are never underestimate how much your love supports him.
I think you're all really turning it on right now. I'm seeing and feeling this bright red warmth, golden warmth.
Kim, I'm told the vitamin E and omega-3 vitamins also to supplement him. The message is coming in clearly about that. And allow divine love and light healing to flow through you to him. Allow it to flow freely through you to him. Divine love and light healing to affirm this daily. To love himself and to receive this healing.
Thank you.
And know that it is true.
Kimberly, I'd be curious to know if he felt this energy. You might want to ask him later and let us know how he's doing, okay? Of course, something like this might require a longer session, a longer time, and so if you do want something like that, definitely come and just email me, and let's talk some more. We can set up some time. I know we have a discovery call if you did purchase this retreat, then you do get one discovery call, a 15-minute discovery call. So make sure to book that, okay? And then let's talk. Okay?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much for
everyone.
being
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys, make sure you ground
Yes.
yourselves. Make sure you ground everyone here. And we just do a community grounding. Thank you, everyone, for your support and being there. Okay. All right. And just put yourselves on mute, guys, while I choose someone else who would like a healing. And I'm just going to lower those people who we already picked. Let's go ahead and lower their hands so we know. All right. Let's do this. Arnaldo, what can we help you with?
Hello, Dipal. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Uh, Doing pretty well actually today.
Well, you look great.
Yeah. I actually would like some healing. I have been experiencing GERD for a long time and digestive issues, which also affects my nervous systems. I become really anxious and nervous. Also gets me a lot of tightness in the upper back, neck, and like that skull, I guess.
Yeah.
Back
How long have you been dealing with this?
for at least, I would say 6 years, maybe.
How's your stress levels?
It's not bad, but actually that really gets me stressed out. The pain in my digestive system, my esophagus,
Yeah,
it gets really bad. So that gets me really nervous and anxious, and stressed.
of course. Anything that happens to our body, it does put us in fight or flight, right? Um, it's been going on for 6 years. Now, do you eat late at night?
I
How
do not.
late-
I
how
do
late-
not.
What's the last time that you eat?
Probably about 6:30 p.m. at the latest.
Okay. And then in the morning, do you eat? What time?
Usually about 9 or 10.
Okay. Do you have coffee first thing in the morning?
I don't drink coffee.
Okay, perfect. All right. I just want to make sure.
Actually, I stopped drinking coffee after this, and anything acidic, anything that really, because I can't really tolerate it either.
Perfect. Did the doctors put you on anything like a PPI?
Yes, but it never did anything for me, so I stopped doing that. Probably about a week and a half after. I never really. I started using more like alternate vitamins, supplements, and stuff like that. Like um, no, I don't have the list right now, but different things.
Okay. That's okay. And you know what? Sometimes I've noticed that PPIs actually do the opposite, like they make symptoms worse sometimes. So your hydrochloric acid is out of balance. And then your sphincter. Did you ever have an endoscopy done?
I did. I had two actually because I mean it was getting worse, and the GI doctor pretty much told me that he didn't see much acid coming up. But then my primary said, well, they probably won't see anything because that is not happening at the time that they're doing it.
Right, exactly.
So it's not they're not gonna be able to do to see much. At one point actually they did find uh, the bacteria H. pylori. So
Yeah,
that
that's what I was gonna ask.
I got treated for that.
Yep.
And I got tested afterwards a couple of times, and it was gone. But the symptoms never went away.
Okay.
I mean, there are times that it gets better, there are times it gets worse, but it's just there. For some reason, also that causes me high blood pressure sometimes. So I guess
Yeah.
the anxiousness.
Yeah. So anyone who is having GERD, digestive issues, if you guys want to stand up and receive the healing, that would be great. Then we'll work through your entire body. When you stand, it allows the energy to move a lot more freely than when you're sitting. So just for the retreat, because we're just working on you for 5 to 10 minutes. So this will allow the energy to work better. So any of you, I see Grace is standing up. And let's see who else. Okay, Andrea, yep. Alicia, mostly everybody's standing up. So we've got a lot of work to do, guys. All right, let me see which healers would like to participate and whose energies I can really use right now. Jennifer, would you be okay? Yeah? Okay. Perfect. You good? Okay.
Yeah.
And then Alice, you good? Okay, perfect. And then if I could get, I'm just gonna unmute you, Alice. You can, okay. So I'm gonna have Sakiko, you know what, let's just wait. I think Alice, Jennifer.
Standing up.
If you two can maybe also just send out energy just like that, right? To all the other people who are standing up, who are having the same issues. So do like, we'll do include everybody in this healing who is having digestive issues. All right. And one of the things I did recommend, like for yeast, Arnaldo, was nuts, legumes, seeds, maybe even just getting off any gluten, dairy, using clove tea. That might be good, okay? So make sure you try that for a few weeks. Oil of oregano, like 4 drops in half a spoon of MCT oil is really good for 3 weeks. Okay, if there is any yeast or any yeast lingering, that will help clear it up, okay, Arnaldo? And
Okay.
anyone else who needs to know this information. So oil of oregano, 4 drops in half a teaspoon of MCT oil for 3 weeks. All right, it's almost like I see little bugs, like little parasites in your belly area and your liver and your gallbladder, as well as your esophagus. There's some disruptions of energies, misalignments, and the third chakra. Okay, so we're gonna work through this. And guys, where are you working, Alice?
I'm working on the third chakra with the stomach and abdomen.
Yep, perfect. What about you, Jennifer?
Yeah, I got the T6 stomach for related to the digestive issues and the solar plexus.
Perfect. So we're all kind of in the same area. How disempowered have you felt all your life, Arnaldo?
I'm not sure if I have felt disempowered. I think
What about self-confidence and self-esteem?
I I think self-confidence, I can use a lot more of that. And mostly in the past, especially when growing up, because I grew up with my grandma, so I didn't grow up with my mom or my parents.
So what was your relationship with your parents then?
Not much until the age of 10, probably. I went to live with my mom, so started having that, but never really had a strong relationship with her.
Do you know if you were breastfed?
I have no idea,
Okay, just
but
wondering.
I really doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of abandonment and neglect showing up. And so your self-esteem is just kind of like, like, who am I? You're still trying to figure out, who am I? Right? There's that part of you, that subconscious part of you that is screaming for identification. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, yes,
Do
it
you
does.
resonate with that?
It does.
So what I'm going to work on is there's an identification point right up here. And I don't know if you identify even with the church, like, does the church play a huge role in your
Growing up, yes, but
Yeah.
I mean, after a while, I just drifted apart. I'm really spiritual, but not really religious.
Yeah. Okay. Is that frowned upon in your culture or?
Uh, a little. I mean, yes and no, because I mean, I kind of stay apart from that, from my rest of my family as much as I can, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, but there's still a big disruption in that identification point. So I'm just going to work on that. Okay. If any of you are identifying with your culture, your nationality, a certain society, certain communities, where you've lost your own identification, let's go ahead and bring that energy through, opening up that identification point, allowing it to connect to the divine energies, bringing in the answers to who you are.
That's for his stomach.
leaving behind who you are not, that little child who was unloved, who felt unloved, right? Like, or belonged, like you didn't know where you belonged. When your parents, they didn't give you up, right? But you felt like they gave up on you for some reason. Like there's this part of you in the subconscious that is speaking that through your cells. And you've had this same energy that you carried from a past lifetime. Okay. So I'm going to clear that energy. Okay. That sense of belonging, we just clear, cancel, delete that. Because you belong right where you are and where your life's experiences have brought you. You're resilient. You are loving, you are caring for others because of what you went through. Right? You know, nurture is your strength. Okay? But in that you want to nurture yourself too. Okay? Make sure you do your self-care practices. Are you feeling any of this energy that's coming your way, honey?
Yes.
What are you sensing?
My shoulders tinglish, like moving a little bit,
Okay,
and of course I feel a little a little emotional.
okay. And there's a lot of emotions built up, right? There's a lot of emotions. Do you want to share what's coming up? Because I can feel the anger. And so it comes up right through your stomach, like almost like a big punch in the gut is what you feel like. Like somebody just punched me. Does that resonate?
Yes, I mean I feel the emotion. I just don't know how to express it or
That's
walk about
it. Yeah. So I really want you to express it however you need to express it. Like share what's coming up. Be vulnerable. That's where your healing is, Arnaldo. Being able to speak it. Because when you hold it in, it's going to keep pounding on you. So for you, if it's better to write it down, then write it down. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I do want you to do some writing because that's going to be really important. All right. What did you get, Jennifer?
I would suggest that just keep getting a lot of energy healing work or some physical like a massage type of thing for your back, for your lower back, your neck area that may be helpful. Just keep on doing some like meditation or you and massage body work if you are able to find someone to help you in your area.
Thank you.
And Alice.
Regarding his throat, I sense that he's Arnaldo, are you having trouble what people are saying to you? Speaking like it bothers you and you can't
Um,
express it. When people say things to you and it troubles you, I feel like there's a blockage there.
it used to, not anymore. Now
Okay,
I vocalize it better, but no, it used to some time ago, yes.
to express yourself. And in the beginning, I was picking up that you're worried about finances.
Um, I think at one point I was, and that's probably when the issue started, but not
Mhm.
anymore.
Okay, that's good. So I'm picking up on all that energy and clearing it. Sometimes we carry it in our subconscious, even though consciously we may not be worried. Arnaldo, you say that you're very spiritual,
Yes.
not necessarily religious.
No,
And
correct.
I see that your grandmother is a great source of support. The message I'm getting for you is ground yourself, to ground yourself in your body and to love yourself, to bring back the love so that your body can also receive this as well. Because it's all within, our healing is within ourselves. And we're grounded to Mother Earth. We can receive her energy of healing. And the healing that we're providing today is a part of it, but a lot of it is just within yourself as well. But to speak your truth with your voice, whatever was in the past, we're clearing all that as well. And continue to speak your truth. You are so loved by all of your angels. And you have a wonderful support team with all of them. And so it is. And so it is.
Hey Arnaldo, do you cilantro or okra?
Very, very seldom I do okra. Cilantro, yes. Okra, very seldom.
Okay, okra will coat it has an enzyme in it, and it coats your esophagus. It will help it heal. So rather than taking like a digestive enzyme to coat your esophagus, you want to use okra. Okay. And what I like to do is cut up like 3 or 4 pieces of okra. Okay. And you just chop it up. And then you just put water in it. Okay. And let it stay overnight. It'll get really sticky and slimy. Okay. And then you drink, like I like to just drink a shot glass of that.
Okay.
Okay. In the morning before I eat anything or drink anything, I just take that to lubricate. Ghee is also very good to put in your food to help lubricate the digestive system. It's good to take in the morning as well.
Okay.
You could do it before or after your okra. You can also do it at night, but ghee is very healing, okay, to the esophagus. I would
ghee
start,
on food.
what is it?
I usually put a little bit of ghee in the food itself.
Okay, but put it before you eat anything in the beginning of the day. It has a completely different physical reaction in your body when you do it that way.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing in the morning with water. Okay, ghee, half a spoon. Start out with half because ghee can be very heavy and make you feel like you just want to vomit because it's very heavy. So start with half. I like to do like a full spoon, but that's because now I can do that.
Okay.
One time I took the wrong advice and I did half a cup. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die. So I'm being very specific on how to use ghee, okay? Half a spoon, start with that. And then you could go to a spoon. Okay?
Do I melt it first?
It'll melt in the warm water. Like I like to put it in the water.
Okay.
I usually do warm water in the morning. And so I just put it in there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay? Thank you so much, honey, for being here and just stay on so that way you continue to receive healings, okay?
Thank you. Can I also have healing for my wife, diabetes?
We're gonna move on to the next person, okay? Because we have a lot of people here, and then when we come back, we'll try to get her, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, just let's mute you. And then remove. Okay, awesome. How are you guys feeling? I just want to take the room temperature and see how you guys are doing. please put it in the chat and let us know. And are you receiving from everyone else? Doing good. Okay, good. Feeling amazing. Awesome. Look at this. I love it. Feeling tired. Yes, you will feel a little tired. But by the end of this, I'm hoping you're going to feel energized. All right, awesome. Good. Okay. So if anyone is feeling anything else but feeling good, then I just want to know, because I want to make sure that you are taken care of. It's really important that we ground your energies whenever you feel ungrounded. Please let us know in the chat if you do feel ungrounded or not in your body, okay? Yeah, Brittany says feeling a lot of energy and tired because you're letting everything go. And I really do love the fact that you guys who are feeling tired and a little exhausted, your body is releasing. Okay, so I love it. Which doesn't mean that those of you who are feeling energized are not, releasing stuff. You are too. Everybody's body processes things differently. When I used to get energy healing sessions like this in a retreat or anything like that, I used to feel energized. Like I felt amazing because I was also releasing, right? Because we're making space in our body. We're making a lot of space. So, all right. Which Jennifer just said, I feel terrified. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on, Jennifer. All right, my love, you are up on stage. Tell us what is going on, my dear. Oh, we can't hear you. You're muted. Hold on. Okay, I unmuted you, love.
Thank
What's
you.
going on?
Several things have already come up that have kind of hit me really hard, and I'm like right on the edge of crying. So I'm taking deep breaths so I can actually keep talking.
Yeah.
But I'm angry. I'm just angry at life right now. I don't feel that I'm doing anything I want to do. I'm taking care of someone else. Like the things that came up already for other people, it's like, I don't feel like myself. I don't feel like I'm in my body. I think I'm watching somebody else live my life. I'm angry. I have digestive issues on occasion. Lately, I just feel like I'm not me. I'm mean, I'm angry, I'm upset. I get sick on occasion. I'm working more than I ever wanted to in my entire life. I just feel like I'm someone else. And I just don't even know how to express it even.
I got a question for you. Are you working more because you have to financially to support you, or are you working more to stay busy?
Financially, taking care of my mom. I'm terrified that if I quit my job and, start something else or whatever, that I won't be able to survive that way. So.
So your entire nervous system feels kind of out, like it's almost like it's all out of alignment. Your hara line's out of alignment because your nervous system's out of alignment.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like bits and pieces are like here, like your cervical spine is here, your lumbar spine is here, and then your thoracic spine, which is the longest part, is like just in the middle. It's just taking it all in, trying to support the foundation, the structure, right?
Yeah.
Your body. So it's like your head is somewhere else, your legs are somewhere else. They're just going, doing what they need to do, right? And so it makes sense that you're feeling that way. So we need to reattach you. But it's also a thing on a soul level where you don't feel like you're making any difference.
Yeah. Not anymore. Yeah. I feel like I'm turning into my mom and my dad. My dad, my limited information is my mom and dad, had me. I don't know if it was planned. he ended up taking a job that he hated. It destroyed him. It brought the anger out of him, and he started beating things and animals, which is why my mom had to flee and get divorced. And then she had to turn into the provider. And then her mom got sick and she had to quit her job and take care of her mom and work too hard and not take care of herself. And
So it's almost like a generational curse.
it's unbelievable that I literally am them. And I don't know how I got that way, because it's two things I've always said to myself. I never want to be like my mom, and I never want to be like my dad. And I know what happens when you do that. You end up doing it. So I see it,
Right.
and that's what, that's what's terrifying. I'm like, oh, great. Look, I did exactly the same thing I didn't want to do ever.
Right.
That's good.
Well, you know
Love
what?
resistance.
Your soul, you're here for a reason. Your soul and your spirit want to turn that around, right? And so, of course, you're angry because you're like, okay, I don't know how to, and I
Yeah.
don't know what direction to take.
Right.
Okay, but it's going to be really, really important to find your happiness first.
Right.
Okay, until you are happy, you're not going to be motivated. You're not going to be, you're going to keep procrastinating. You're going to feel like you're just doing and you don't, there's no meaning to life.
Yep.
You're going to feel disconnected to yourself because you're not happy, right? You're not happy
Yep.
doing this. So for me, I'm sensing that we need to work on your happiness, because
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be the source of everything else.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, that's what I had come to, that if I could just be happy, a little happier,
Yeah.
that'll be just that little bit. Like if I just find one thing I hate to say it, to live for, besides my soulmate who's with me and struggling alongside me, but it's like, I want that one little thing, that I used to have, maybe, I don't even know, but yeah, it's just that little bitty taste to start it. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been diagnosed with depression or sadness, like anxiety or anything?
I went in and got diagnosed with high level anxiety for work, because that's the only way they would let me start working at home, because I was having too many concerns working in the office, because it was like an hour away from my mom. And every time she called, I'd never get home in time to do anything. So I just sat there with the phone. So yeah, I had to, in order to change my life and get something I needed. So yeah, I've been diagnosed with it. It's high anxiety, I think is what my doctor said, but yeah.
Anxiety is anxiety.
I know, it was funny. They made me take like a 30-page questionnaire where you answer all these questions. Do you think like this? Have you thought this? Have you had that? Do you do this? And I just laughed, because I thought, I've all of these. Thank you. And I never wanted to be diagnosed, but I'm have to be diagnosed to get what I need. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
All right. Well, you're a manifester.
Mhm.
Okay. So I want you to think, okay, you said one thing. You said, I want one thing to live for. And I want each and every one of you to ask yourself, what do I live for, or who do I live for? Right? Really think about it. And I want you to write it down on your piece of paper or put it in the comments. What am I living for, or who? Because I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. No one cares. And I know that hurts. That's hard. That's hard to take in, especially when you are all givers and you care about the world and you care about everything, but no one else does. So one of the things to happiness is to really be selfish about it. Okay. And in a way that doesn't hurt anybody else, but that happiness, the person that I do want to be happy for, and the one thing that does wake me up is me. Okay. Because if you don't have that much love for yourself, then it's going to be a long road.
Yeah.
So I just want you to admit right now, whether or not you believe it, that I want to be happy and I want to live for me. So I want you guys to put that in the chat, okay? I want to be happy and I want to live for me. Thank you, Helen. I want to be happy and I want to live for me. That is our mantra today. That is our mantra. I want to be happy. I want to live for me. Thank you, Catherine. And I want to see 32 comments right there. 33 comments. I want to be happy and live for me. Let's give that a frequency, because happiness, you all have a happiness set point. Okay, you were born with a happiness set point. It's not that you were born unhappy. You weren't born happy. Nobody was born happy. But you have a set point that you always come back to. Okay, you always come back to the set point, and you can always change that set point the more you practice happiness. So one of the things to stop doing is complaining, blaming, and shaming yourself. Those are the three things that I want you to stay away from. Blaming, shaming, and complaining. Those are the things we're so good at. And if you can practice that for a week and put $1 in the jar every time you do that, you're going to see how much you actually do that, because you're not going to know until you catch yourself. So I want you to keep a jar. And every time you blame, shame yourself, put yourself down or whatever, and complain, I want you to put $1 in the jar and let's see what happens. I want you to put a picture. I want you to email it to me and show me your jar at the end of this week. That's your homework. Because in order to be happy, we have to do something. And those are the three things that we have to stop now. Is everybody with me? Are you ready to do that?
Yes.
Put it in the comments that you are ready to do that. Thank you, Arnaldo. Yes, Alicia, good. So I have some people on board. I'm really happy about that. This is what, yes. Oh my God, I love it. Everybody's in. This is good. All right, because I've got my jar. I gave it to my husband this morning because he just started to say something, and I was like, oh, don't you dare. Here's $2 in there. Blaming. Okay, and we have to stop that, guys, because it makes us unhappy. Why not find a solution? Right? Let's look for solutions because they're out there. Okay, so let's just do a healing for everyone who needs more happiness in their lives. Let's just clean your energies around you, okay? Because that's what I'm seeing. What you surround yourself, who you surround yourself, who you talk to, how much you complain about your problems. It's going to make you feel crappier and crappier, honestly.
Yeah. When I take care of my mom has a tendency to talk about her problems and her pain. And I find that now when I can just almost walk into the room, I can feel the anger and it's extraordinary. The strength of the energy. I feel it overtakes me and I just have to scream because I have no other way to release it. I don't even know I'm pretty sure it's not mine, but I've been trying to teach her, you really saying it out loud isn't doing you any good. And it's definitely affecting me. So yeah, I'm not surprised that, as I've been working on the stop complaining out loud, because I used to do that. And I thought that doesn't help me at all.
But I guarantee you, you know what? We still do it. I still do
yeah.
it. Right?
Yeah.
So if I'm doing it.
Yeah. Well, I just did it a minute ago. I was like, I was sitting in the bathroom doing whatever. And I got it at that quiet spot. And the first thought in my head was, oh, I hate this, and then I was like, well, okay. Yeah. So I'd probably the jar would be rich by the end of the morning, probably.
Exactly. So I want to see a picture of that tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's jar better be empty. And then you could give that money to charity. Okay. That's where that money's going. It's not going back in your pockets. All right. So I'm going to have, Sakiko and Alice already started. Rachel, are you good? Okay. Awesome. I'm going to have you join. Jennifer, I'm going to have you relax for a moment. And we're going to work on happiness, just clearing everybody's space, just bringing in light around your home. Okay, wherever you are in your room, we're going to blast some light. And I know Alice and Sakiko were already doing that, clearing out any kind of portals. Okay, sometimes these unhappy portals open up. Okay, so I'm going to shut those portals. Wherever they are in your home, I'm just going through and closing off all the portals that have brought in unhappiness, depression, anxiety in your home. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alice, what are you working on?
Clearing her imprints and cords.
Oh,
The mental script from her parents.
yes, thank you. Sakiko, what about you?
Oh, I'm working on everyone, right? Or
You're working on Jennifer.
okay, so
If
I want
you're
to
working on everyone, that's perfectly fine.
I want to clear her karma. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Unsupport.
And Rachel.
Will. And recognizing your will, and that, excuse me, that you have made choices. And you can make new choices. You can renew your choices regularly. You can change them regularly. But they are yours to make. And when you give over the choosing to other people and let them choose for you, you're losing your grounding. You're losing your center. So you choose what you want. Can you choose for yourself? If you choose for yourself, you have more to offer your partner. You have more to offer your mother. You have more to offer yourself.
Your entire spine's starting to come back together. And I don't know if you feel that. Jennifer, can you stand up? Yeah, I want you to stand up for this healing. And if anybody else wants to stand up, that's perfectly fine, okay? But when you stand up, the energy moves a lot better. And so, Jennifer, it's okay. We can't see you, but we could hear you, okay? So if you have anything you want to share as you feel the energies moving.
I can feel it in my lower back.
Yeah. Do you feel the body, like the column, like just starting to come back together?
Yeah.
And connect. Shoot. Okay, your head might be tilting back. I'm going to make sure everyone else is doing okay. Yeah. Let that out. It's all anger. Yeah. Hashu kiri kiti mini are kiti ishi oro koto ki aniki oro koto shia kati niki amro koto kushi ati are koto. So there is actually someone else that wants to walk into your body because your vibration is low. Okay, so I am releasing that spirit from attaching to your body. Okay, Jennifer? But I do need your assistance in this, in that raising your own vibration and let's bringing in happiness. I want you to think about the happiest moments of your life right now. Okay, because you have had happy moments.
Yes.
Okay.
And I did have a feeling there was something trying to
attach. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So sometimes when you're in a state of constant low vibration, Other vibrations will try to come in and manipulate your energy. Okay. So I'm just going to clear this. Shikiriki tiki amaniki itiki ashuku uru kutuniki amanaki shikatiki oriki oriki oniki ashikitiki. And everyone else is protected in a beautiful bubble of light, shielding you from any and all energies of low vibrations, especially right now as we're clearing Jennifer from this walk-in. Okay, everyone else is protected. I want you to know that. Okay, let me know if you feel like lighter in your physical body, like there's no more hands on you, there's no more like pressure on you or any kind of icky gooey feeling.
Yeah, I felt a shift.
Transmuting all the low vibrations, transmuting them to the light. And so it is. Healers, make sure you ground yourselves. I just made sure everyone else is grounded. Ah. All right, Jennifer, how are you doing?
I feel renewed, or anew. Anew is a better word. Lighter. I mean, I sensed and I sensed, and I just couldn't put I kept thinking is exactly what you found, and I just, it just doesn't make any sense. I thought, what?
Yeah. Well, thank you. Enjoy
Thank you.
the beautiful energies that are coming through, okay? All right, beautiful. All right, I'm gonna unpin her and pick someone else for our healing today. Thank you, healers. Thank you so much for that beautiful, beautiful healing. All right.
Dipal,
Yes.
one message from the guides. Jennifer, you can start a gratitude journal. Start with one thing that you're grateful for every day and write it down, and you build upon it day by day. It's the same as finding your joy and your happiness. Find the one thing. And in writing down our gratitude for what you're grateful for, the moment, the day, that'll bring you back in harmony with that joy and happiness within. And when you ground or meditate, grounding is important, and meditating and doing deep breathing will help you to stay focused and in your body. And I find that really works. So do some deep breathing, at least 20 deep breaths as you awaken in the morning, and go within and meditate, and just write down what you're grateful for the day. And that'll help keep centering yourself. And I felt all the healing energy coming in from her crown.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, Andrea. Hello, welcome.
Hello, Suri.
How are you?
Good, good. I have thyroid issues,
Yeah.
and also with my sleep, I sleep maximum 5 hours, and I wake up a lot during this time. And also I recently started working with Dipal to activate my chakti, so I would like extra support to open up more and have more receptive to mystical experience.
Yeah. Who's next to you?
My husband.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to us at the end.
I'm Neris.
Healing for him.
Okay. Okay. Anything going on with what is he looking for?
For his fat liver.
Yeah, I got an issue with the fat liver.
Oh. Interesting. Anyone else have fatty liver? Put it in the comments if anyone else has fatty liver, or if you know if you have fatty liver. I'm just curious to know how many people here know if they have fatty liver or any liver issues, but liver issues could go in many different directions, but I was just curious specifically fatty liver. Okay. You know what's interesting about fatty liver, and what do you do for a living? What does your husband do for a living?
I work in the printing company.
In the what? Printing company?
Yeah.
Do you drink any alcohol or?
I stopped drinking. It's the first thing the doctor told me, so I stopped last year.
Okay. Anyone else in your family have liver issues?
My dad.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what we're gonna do? Because I am called to work on you. But that's why I brought both of you and thyroid. So many women and men also have thyroid issues. So this is a good combo, liver and thyroid, and sleep. So whoever wants to stand up and receive healing for thyroid, sleep, and liver, you can stand up. I'm gonna have 2 healers work with you, Andrea, and let's see, 2 healers work with your husband. Okay. And what's your husband? What's your name, sir?
Neris.
Say it again.
Neris. Neris.
Aeris. Eris. Okay. I love it. Awesome. Okay. So Rachel and Sakiko, you guys are good? You're on board? Okay, great. All right. So before we go for a lunch break, we are gonna do this healing for, of course, everyone who is open to receiving and you're standing up. We are working on you as well. And don't worry, we do know where to go and who to go to. So we are having Rachel and Sakiko work on thyroid and sleep, and then we're gonna have Alice and Jennifer work on fatty liver. Yeah, that feels really good. All right, let's get to work, and I'm gonna work on hormones and enzymes, just in general, the entire endocrine system. Okay, this has to do with the entire endocrine system for both of you guys. So just be open to receiving as your guides are coming through. Even stronger. There's like a Native American guide. Ooh, on your left side. Kitiri kitiki niki niki ishiki itiki arakotuko shiamanaki itiki itiki ashikatiki tiki arakotu niki anaki miniki itiki takashikitiki tikata oniko onokoro tiki aprokoshkitiki tiki arakatani ya nananio suash. Do you get hot flashes, Andrea?
Yes.
All right.
I have actually hyperhidrosis.
Okay. Where do you guys live?
Chicago.
Okay. Did all this start when you moved there, or there's some
The
place?
the thyroid?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, yeah, it was when we moved here, like around 10 years.
All right. Your mom, you're linked to your mom.
Yeah, I've been heard that a lot, and she already passed away.
Okay. You don't really tell about your feelings, do you? You don't express them.
Yeah, I've been working on that to be more vulnerable and
Good.
open up. Mhm.
Good. All that estrogen, progesterone, all the energy within the endocrine system, we're just balancing it. And I'm going to ask who's working on Andrea, thyroid, and sleep? Is it Rachel and Sakiko? Okay. Where
Yes.
are you guys working?
I'm at the heart and the throat chakras and the areas in between.
Perfect. And Sakiko?
I was attracted to her heart area too. Wonder if she has some painful emotion on her heart. I feel some emotion on her heart.
Are you you're still carrying the grief?
Well, I don't think so, but I've been heard that I have a lot of sadness in my heart, and
Yeah.
I've been always cleaning and cleaning sadness and sad.
You know what? Maybe go to the heart wall and let's just see if there's stuff in that heart wall that's maybe compartmentalized under the ribs that's still sticking in there. You know, those back. Alice, where are you? I know you're doing fatty liver. Oh, Alice, you're muted. Hold on one second. I got you. Nope.
I'm working on the toxins in the liver and the third chakra. I see holes in the liver there, so I'm clearing out the energy.
Okay. And Jennifer, what about you, honey?
Yeah, I'm working on the T5. That is the liver, clearing the liver, and I sense some anger that can contribute to some part of the liver that is blocking.
Okay, I'm doing the whole detoxification of the endocrine system. And where there's misfirings, miswirings of the endocrine system, because the endocrine system consists of it's connected to 5 other glands in the body. And one of them is the liver, one of them is the thyroid. So there's a blockage. And so I'm just clearing that for everybody. Okay. For those of you who are on, your videos are turned off, it's best to have them on as we are doing healings. It makes it more intimate and it makes it more powerful. Dana, I see you. Good to have you here. Dana, what can you help me work on the endocrine system itself? We have Andrea and her husband, Eris, and one has fatty liver and the other one has thyroid and sleep issues. And while the other four healers are working on both of them, you can maybe help me with everybody and work on the entire endocrine system where you see any blocks, we're just taking them out.
Okay.
Let us know how you're feeling, Andrea and Eris.
Feeling great. I'm feeling a lot of energy in my heart, like it's going in circles, and also feeling a lot of energy come to my crown and to the palms of my hands.
Beautiful. What about you, Eris?
I feel really good. I
Good.
feel like an energy desire.
Yeah. You know, your liver can regenerate. It's one of the organs that can regenerate and quickly. So as we infuse this light energy, okay, into the entire endocrine system, we're regenerating and amping it up. Okay.
Great.
As we bring the quartz through to clear out any and all blocks, it's getting sucked up within this quartz. And I'm going to use, actually, I'm going to use a little, like a laser-like focus into each block of the endocrine system. Going into the reproductive system, going into the pancreas, going into the liver, going into the thyroid. Into the adrenals. Okay, if anyone has any messages they'd want to share, we're going to take two people, whoever wants to share a message, Rachel, Alice, Akiko, Jennifer, or Dana. If any of you want to share any messages with our beautiful couple or for anyone else that needs to hear this. Do you guys have children?
No.
Are you planning?
Not really.
Okay.
No, not really. If it's coming good, it's not.
Okay. Okay. All right. Just asking. All right, so it's going to be really important for you guys to take it easy. And that's for everybody, right? Taking it easy, loving yourselves, creating that space to honor yourself, detaching from all that is. And that's what the Chit Shakti healing is all about, Andrea, right? And so detaching ourselves from circumstances, detaching ourselves from the past and the future is going to be really important, okay? Meditation. And I can feel that you already meditate, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. So for your husband, just meditating on his liver will be really good and bringing peace into the liver. Okay. And really loving that liver because he's never had the joy that he has wanted in his life. Okay. And Eris, you know, your liver's just been like you've been trying to block things out of your life because it gets stressful for you and you don't know how to express it. So you keep it all internal. And so a lot of thoughts, feelings, emotions are just stuck in that liver, like you compartmentalize it right there. And so your body doesn't process it properly. So maybe like journaling, writing it down would be very good for you. Okay. And I know I find that a lot of men are having a hard time expressing because you want to be strong for your wife or you know your partner. You just want to be strong, right? You don't want to be vulnerable. But if that is you, if that does resonate with you, I do recommend at least just 2 minutes of writing something down. I like to have a surrender box. Okay, this surrender box allows me to put in a little note saying, okay, I surrender this problem to the divine. And I just put it in the box because I feel like, okay, now I let it go and I surrender to it. Right?
Thank
So
you.
keep a surrender box. Yeah. Keep a surrender box and organic foods. If you could consume organic products, that would be good. Celery juice will really be good for you in the morning, juicing some celery juice. You can work yourself from 4 ounce to 8 ounce to 16 ounce of celery juice in the morning. That'll help replenish your liver and get things moving and, you know, really help you there. Okay. And it'll help even those of you who are having digestive issues. Celery juice may help you. Okay. And you could put the cilantro in there. Cilantro is very healing. Parsley is very healing for your liver. So please eat, like I eat one bunch of cilantro a day.
I love cilantro. It's really good.
I do too. And you should hear, oh my God, who is it? They make fun of cilantro. There's a comedian that makes so much fun of cilantro. I think it's Joe Coy. Um, but cilantro is very good. So for your liver, if anybody's looking to heal their liver, these are the recommendations that I give, okay?
Okay.
Something more natural. And for your hormones, to balance your hormones, I'm going to tell you, we're working on the energetics. So you guys see me that I am giving you something to do on the physical because I believe that physically, we have to take care of ourselves because we are in this physical body. That body needs to be taken care of. Energetically, we're doing all that we can. If you depend only on one thing, you know, I wish that it was just 100% one thing. But in my experience, it's not. I have to work with everything because everything is energy. Our food that we take in is energy. The activity that we do for our body and what we put in our body, the supplements that we use, like all of that is energy. It's there to support us. And so if any of our healers or are making a recommendation, it's to help you heal your body quicker, right? It's not all just energy healing. And that's why these retreats and people who work with me love to work with me because I recommend both. I am not all woo-woo, and you'll find that to be true as we work together, okay? And so for you, Andrea, and anyone else who has estrogen and progesterone that is out of balance, you have thyroid issues, right? Showing up, you have hormone imbalances. It's not only because of the experiences that you've been through, which we are clearing that, but also to help your body regulate that. Have you ever tried wild yams cream?
No, but you recommended to me and I already ordered it.
You did order it. Okay. Just put it on your wrist or put it on your belly once a day and see how it goes. It should help you in 24 to 48 hours. Okay. All right, awesome. Awesome. All right, so guys, we're going to take a break.
Thank you
And
so much.
Thank you.
very welcome. You're welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so we are going to take a break and let's give it a 20-minute break. Let's reconvene at 1:25. I know Dana just came on. And by the way, guys, this is Dana DeAngelis, and I'm sure some of these names look familiar to you, Dana, as you see them. I know many of you may have worked with Dana. If you haven't, she's been with Ananda for Life, which is our company. She has been with us for 5 years, I believe, 4 or 5 years. I can't even keep count anymore. But she is, if you ever need healings, she does offer healings on the schedule session page. She is one of our most eldest healers. So I don't even know if that's a word, most eldest. Anyway, she's amazing. And so if you ever get a chance to work with her, do so. All right. So she will be joining us for the second half of our retreat. And so let's go on break. I'll see you all at 1:25. And then we're going to talk a little bit. And then we're going to do more healings. Okay. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. Please put it in the chat if you get a chance before you go to lunch, how you're doing. Let us know. Or after you eat lunch, make sure you don't eat too much. Okay. You want to stay a little empty. We want to have that space. Okay. To bring the light in. All right, guys. All right. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all right back in a little bit.